What in the actual hell? This is the weirdest lipstick I've got. Hello everybody, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and in today's clip we're actually gonna do a full face of makeup. Well, technically not a necessarily full face, but mostly a full face about GOT2B makeup. I managed to put my hands on a few other bits. If you follow me already, actually subscribe. If you're already subscribed and follow me around here and watch every single clip of mine, you already know I've previously discussed these two guys. We're gonna feature them yet again in this video, but we have other bits from the family as well, such as eyeshadow. Actually two, but I might stick to this guy this time. I'm gonna have a look at this one, but generally speaking, I don't like when people do a look with two different palettes in a testing video, just because I'm like, I don't think it's realistic. Maybe to this brand in particular is because it's like cheap, but to other brands, kind of like testing videos, I don't think it's necessarily like okay, because maybe someone is not gonna buy both of the palettes, and if you're combining the two of them, the person who's watching is not gonna be able to achieve that particular look. So I might stick to this guy only today and do a separate video for this guy. So yeah, I'm still gonna use it, but maybe not in today's clip. I also have here a highlighter palette with 3 shades. They look really nice, very glittery. We know it's not for everybody, but we'll see how it turns on the skin. And I also have some stuff for the eyes and lips. So I have a mascara, an eyeliner, and a glitter lipstick. Like, this looks crazy. We're gonna play with everything. I realize I don't have my foundation and stuff. Yeah, well, obviously I'm gonna be right back with those things on and jump into these guys, because I actually did not realize I did not put foundation, blush, bronzer, and all things that I need in order for me to test these ones out. But since I already filmed the intro, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Right, so we are looking more alive. The only problem I have is that I even forgot to use this before my base. I do recommend using this guy before doing your foundation. Unfortunately, you know, I've done a dedicated video about it, and I tried it the same way as I'm gonna do it today, but I kind of have a tiny bit more experience with it. In that video clip, I was telling, like, you know, I was expecting it to work better even with your base on, but it's like its sister, the hair gel. It works better if you use it before. So I'm gonna use it again today with you, and I'm gonna tell you some things that I learned about working around with the spoolie. It's really interesting. In the first impression that I had, I kind of figured it out, but I wasn't as sure as I am now. So it has two kind of like sides. One over here is much tinier, and this one looks like a mascara wand. So what you want to do is, with the tiny part, press the product, because I realized that's the bit that's keeping a lot of the hair gel. So with that one, you distribute it through your hair. Can you see? And then after you kind of are satisfied with the amount of product you put in, you switch with the longer part and you brush it and kind of like give the shape. Yeah, it works better now, even if I have the foundation on. I'm super happy, because in that clip it didn't go as smooth as it goes now, because I didn't figure out how the logic behind the spoolie, because I don't think that many people would think about it. I feel it would have been really smart of them to actually write down on the product. I mean, I got it as such. I know some people buy it into a carton. Mine didn't came in a carton. I don't know why, but it didn't. And it was a friend of mine who went to DM and he actually bought it physically. And I was like, didn't it had a carton? And he was like, no. So I was like, okay, fine. But majority of people, they buy it with a carton. I don't know. So I'm just gonna do this other one as well. And obviously what I do recommend when doing the second one is dip again into it, because if you want that stick to your head result, that's the way. So you can pick again like a lot of product and distribute it through your brows. So here are the brows, and we have a much better result than the first time I tried it. So yeah, I'm super glad that I kind of figured it out, because it's actually a good product. I feel this one is more chilled down than this guy. I was saying that in the first impression that I did, and I still hold my opinion on that. I feel this one, it doesn't feel like that stiff. It still feels a tiny bit of a tiny stiff skin, but not as much as the other guy. So yeah, do I recommend the brow product? Yes, I actually do, more now than I did in the previous clip. So moving on to highlighter, I'm gonna use the highlighter because I already have my bronzer and blush, and it's safe to say that I'm very excited how this I wonder if they're gonna be blinding and if they're gonna be glittery, because they look a tad bit glittery, and I hope they're not gonna sit on top of the skin. That's my main concern. But yeah, let's find out. So this actually has 3 shades. As you can see, it has a more kind of like, it looks white, but it's a champagne kind of white. This is pink, and this is kind of like golden. Here you go. This is more like of a rose gold. Yeah, it looks like rose gold. So obviously I'm gonna use only one, but I'm gonna swatch them firstly. Ooh, that looks crazy buttery. That is actually so buttery. What the hell? All of them are so buttery. I wasn't expecting them. They might be a bit dusty though, but let's give them. No, they're not. Oh, they are a bit dusty. They are a tiny bit dusty, but so far they look blinding. Like, they are still smooth, but they have a bit of a glitter flowing around. So you know what, obviously the final test is me putting them on my face, because that's what I'm interested in, how they're gonna look on my face. So I'm actually gonna take the first shade, and what? That's a lot even for me. That's a lot even for me. What the hell? Okay, we need to put over here as well, because I'm not... Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what in the actual hell? This is drugstore, and I'm pretty sure it was not more than 5 euros or something like that crazy. I mean, I remember nothing is more than a tenner, like 10 euros. This is insane. This is actually insane. And it's so smooth. Like, it's really smooth. Obviously, I would not put this much, because like, if I do say it's too much highlighter, it's way too much highlighter. So even for me, this is a lot. I kind of like went like crazy, because I always do that with my highlighter, because I was not expecting this. This is crazy. But I really like the fact that it doesn't sit on top. This is insane. This is insane. Wow, I'm still a bit shocked. Wait, I forgot I need to apply on my nose as well, and on my cupid's bow. So I'm just gonna take this guy instead. And what the hell? Like, that's pure, I don't know. It's so cute. We love, like, look at the nose. Bam. Like, that's insane. That's insane. They're a bit powdery by the time you push, the brush into the pan, but I really like how it sits on the skin. Like, it genuinely sits really nicely. Just gonna go with the middle and apply like, oh my god, that was way too much. Okay, this is not the kind of highlighter that you would put on your skin like this. This is way too much. I should have expected that, but I was like, no, let's try it. So I'm just gonna take my powder brush and blend it in. But yeah, I do recommend this guy. This is so good. This is really, I'm definitely gonna reach out for this. It's gonna be potentially in my day-to-day makeup. Yeah, love it, love it. Now let's go with the eyeshadow. Like I said, I'm gonna use this guy. This is the Starstruck eyeshadow palette. Oh, I forgot to say, this is, oh, I'm a mess. The highlighter is the Glow Finition highlighting palette. This is in cool shades. So definitely this is tailored toward fair skin tones like myself, and every single shade is gonna work, which is great. I hate when you buy palettes that don't work, like each shade does not work for you. While with this guy, you will buy it and you know you're gonna use every single one on your skin. That's great. So excuse me for that, but I'm excited. I'm now gonna go with the Starstruck eyeshadow palette from GOT2B. Obviously, Make Me Blush, its name. And yeah, let's open it. This actually looks so nice in real life, and it looks much nicer when it's open. Like, it looks super, I would say cheap, but obviously this was like 10 euros. You get 9 shades, and the pan is quite huge, as you can see, like compared to my, you know, my nail. This is a huge pan. I really like the color story on this more than the other one, which is the Fabulous eyeshadow palette GOT2B Ice Ice Baby. And unfortunately this one came with a shade broken. This one was broken, but I managed to put it back. But yeah, I like this one, but not as much as the other one. So that's why I'm gonna keep this one for another video, like a separate video dedicated only to that eyeshadow. While this one, we're gonna feature it today. So without further ado, let's do an eyeshadow with it, like an eye look. And I'm also gonna swatch it, so don't worry about it. I'm still gonna swatch this palette. Right, so I did prime my eyes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shimmers, and the rest are matte. So only the white, the pink, and the gray seem to be matte. So I'm just gonna go with the pink one. Ooh, that is so pigmented. What the heck? I wasn't expecting it. But after that highlighter, I'm expecting anything. So I got you closer so you can see. It does blend like a dream. And it's so pigmented. Like, that's a beautiful, stunning pink color. And it's not, it's like a blush pink. Obviously, this is called blush, maybe blush. So it's very resembling towards that. Like, it really does make me think of a blush shade, which is really nice. Like, it does definitely, you know, she understood the assignment. So yeah, I really like that shade. Nice. And they are not that dusty. Like, I'm surprised they are not that dusty. So I realized I can definitely try this guy to set my eye primer. I did not do it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but let's see how pigmented. Ooh, you can see it there. It's actually pigmented. So this is more like a white. Yeah, that would be nice as an inner corner brightening shade if you don't want to go for the glittery options. I was expecting it to be my kind of, you know, skin color, but it's not. This resembles more a white. Nice. And I feel this is going to be the only shimmer that seems to be more foiled than the rest. As you can see, this one is more like chill, these two the same, and this one seems the same, like really chill. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm actually gonna use my finger. Ooh. So this seems like super foiled, and I'm actually gonna just, for a drugstore, it's not bad. It's not the Huda Beauty kind of formula, but for the drugstore, I'm not gonna be mad at it. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice for a drugstore palette. And it's also a beautiful color. I like it. So I'm going now into this kind of burgundy shade, It looks like a brown, but I think it might be a burgundy. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, it's a burgundy. That's a nice burgundy. It definitely feels more matte than shimmery. I feel always with the shades that are having just a tiny bit of shimmer, in reality they end up like matte. So this is definitely looking like matte to me. I'm not mad, but I still don't understand why they would put the shimmers into it. Also, I kind of slathered this guy and I can tell this eyeshadow is a bit like dusty to a point that, can you see it's kind of like gone. Maybe it's a better idea to spray a brush and get it like that. I mean, there's only one way to find out. It definitely looks much better like that, and it also sticks better. So maybe a tip, try to use a setting spray. I can also see a lot of fallout, so it definitely did move from there by the time I was trying to just blend out the burgundy shade. So maybe it's a good idea to leave the shimmers at the end or just spritz with a setting spray. Okay, so far it looks nice. Now I'm gonna go with, let's say, the gray, because it's a matte underneath my eye area. I'm not quite sure if the color combo is gonna be it, but seriously, I'm not going anywhere. Right, so I added up a bit of an eyeliner in the waterline because I felt it wasn't looking that put together with the gray underneath, but now I really like how it looks. The gray is really beautiful, so it's a nice shade. I do like it. However, I feel it misses a bit of a dark black just at the end of it. And I know I said I'm not gonna use this guy, but let's just dive a bit into the black one. So now I guess we're gonna jump into the eyeliner. So I have here the Glam Force Matte Dip Liner. I haven't used a dip liner like this in a really long time, so I'm a bit scared, and I'm gonna use this one, and after I'm gonna do the swatches because I realized I didn't do them and I already forgot about it. God damn it, I forget about everything, so I'm so scared. So this is how the tip looks like. I tend to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner, so that's like a pen. I used to use these ones when I was like little, and I mean literally in like high school, but I haven't used them in like ages, so let's pray for me. That's a pretty damn decent line since I haven't used these ones in like ages. It works for me. They're not equal. But obviously I did use a tiny mirror. Whenever I want to do them equal, I use a full mirror that I have down there, but obviously I couldn't use it because you couldn't see what I'm doing. However, I really like this. I'm surprised that I did not forget how to use it. And it's really matte. It really is matte. And it's really black. And I went a bit on top of it, and it did not do anything weird. Sometimes with these kinds of liners, what I did notice is that if you want to go back to, I don't know, just intensify the color, sometimes they kind of like scratch the liner away. This did not do that by any means, and it's really matte. Like, it actually is matte. It might be a tiny bit patchy, but I feel like that was on my end because I kind of rushed it because I was like, I just didn't use this one in like ages. So let me just go on top. Yeah, see, it doesn't remove anything, which is quite nice. So the only concern that I have with this one is that if I put it in my inner corner, it might leak, but that's because my eyes are really watery. However, other than that, I just really like it, and it is matte. So yeah, I do recommend this one too. It's easy to use and it's really matte. It does what it says. It's a matte eyeliner. So now let's go with the mascara. This is the Volume Maniac Extra Volume Mascara, Carbon Black. It's the shade. The wand is like huge, like literally Do you see how big it is? Like, this is crazy. So let's see if it's gonna give me volume. I've never had in a really long time long lashes like this one. This is really nice. No, I'm serious. I have, like, do you see? You can't even see my eyelashes. This is looking promising. The only thing I would say is if you expect volume, it doesn't seem like it's gonna give you that, but it does give you like longevity, which I'm always up for it more than the volumizing part because I don't have lashes. So let's see. Like, this is with and without. This might be a new favorite mascara because I really like, given the fact that I have an eyeliner and you can still see my lashes, that's a lot for me because sometimes that's what it happens. You can't see my lashes because I have this black liner and my lashes are non-existent. But this gives more than I was expecting. I wouldn't say this is the most voluminous mascara, but I've never been a volume type of gal. I've always wanted like longevity because obviously that's what I'm missing. And this really does not disappoint. Like, so far, GOT2B is like serving me good products for the price they have. I'm sure this is not more than €5. Like I said, that's the price range of it. I did not check individually because these were gifted from a friend, but I know for a fact it doesn't go more than €10 and this was €10. So let's go back to swatching this because I said I'm gonna swatch it after I put the eyeliner, and here I am with mascara. But I'm gonna do a few swatches. So this is the first row. Now onto the second one. We have a pink here. And I don't think I used the middle shade actually. I don't remember, but they look really nice. Ooh, that's actually a really nice shade. And it's really pigmented. This is really blinding. That one that I said to you, that is the most kind of like out there shade in the palette. However, it is a bit dusty, but as you can see, the payoff is really nice. Do I have something else to try? Oh my god, the lipstick. This is the weirdest lipstick I've got. So this is a glitter glam lipstick. I didn't even realize this is from GOT2B, but here they have the logo and it says GOT2B. I'm not quite sure how well you can see it, but this is from them. I checked out on the website and I'm pretty sure this was like €4 or something like that. But so this is what I'm gonna get onto my lips allegedly. So I don't know, I didn't open it. It's like closed. So it really is super mesmerizing. Like, I've never seen something like this in like a while. Like, I know there's this whole trending kind of like thing where you have a lot of glitter around it, but I haven't seen it in this shade. I'm scared, but let's see. Oh wow, yeah, it definitely is purple. And it's iridescent. It's more glittery around rather than here, as you can see. Like, the glitter, I feel, is just for like looking nice, but it's a definitely different color onto my lips. It's purple, a duochromatic purple, dark purple with like the glitter it has around. Does that make sense? It's a really nice color. Like, it's definitely a dark purple. The glitter is more so for the eye effect, because you can see here it's just like a topper, so it's not gonna turn out like that. But I feel if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna come off. Yeah, I can do this and it's just like there. Like, it does have the same glitter into the actual formula, but it's not that scary. I really like the shade. Obviously, it's not gonna be for like everybody. I kind of like wearing also weird shades like this, so I'm not bothered that it's a bit duochromatic, but it's not like something really scary. I actually like the concept because it's fun, it looks fun, but you don't get like a scary kind of a, just, I don't know how it looks, although I wouldn't have minded that much if I got that. Like, I really like crazy stuff. But yeah, this is definitely wearable, and it's a very like moisturizing formula, and it's glidey. Like it's not gonna be matte, it's more like a regular lipstick. That's what I'm trying to say. Do I have anything else except this? I don't think so. So this is the actual Clock Block face spray, and I've already used this one. I have a video already on it, and I must say this is my favorite setting spray, and I asked for another one because I need to have this one backed up. This is such a fine mist, and I already have tested it out in terms of like how it wears, and it really does make my makeup hold better than before, because true, this has a lot of alcohol. Like the first ingredient is actually alcohol, and I know for a fact when you want a setting spray to hold your makeup, technically, generally speaking, these are the ones that have a lot of alcohol. Apparently that locks in your skin. So obviously if that's not a thing to apply on your face, like a setting spray with a lot of alcohol, if you do mind that, then definitely don't buy this. However, I genuinely did not break out from it. I really like it. It's definitely different from a kind of hydrating priming spray. Like these kind of like liquidy ones that don't have alcohol that much, they are more like hydrating formulas, so they won't make your skin and your like makeup, not skin, your makeup last longer, but this does. So I'm just gonna apply with you today again, although I already spoken about it. Whew. It really does feel like you're putting, you know, hairspray. In terms of like how the mist feels, it doesn't have like an overwhelming scent, which I really like. And yeah, this is the finished look. Let me just do something about the hair. Obviously just taking these ones out, really. Right, so we finished the almost full face of GOT2B. I know they have like bronzer, blush, foundation, concealer. They have like everything really. However, these are the only things that I managed to put my hands on, and seriously, I am not disappointed, and I think when they're gonna be available in the UK, because they are still not available in the UK, I still don't understand what they are doing. Like, just bring it, because they are so affordable, and I already know I have favorites in here, so I really already love this guy. Now I'm falling even more in love with this guy. I really liked the mascara. The mascara is good, and even the eyeliner is nice. The palette, I would say it's more like, you know, your average kind of like drugstore. Obviously, if you want something that is like popping in your eyes, like Huda, like I don't know, Huda really did stole my heart in terms of like shimmers. So for some reason my camera did not want to film the outro properly, so here I am with a black screen saying to you that, yeah, I was just mentioning roughly now the highlighter and the eyeshadow. The highlighter I genuinely also recommend. I think it's really, really beautiful. It's very blinding. While the eyeshadow palette, I feel, is not necessarily, you know, a necessity. Same goes with the lipstick. I enjoy them, but I don't think I would ever go my way and repurchase them. But the rest, seriously, including the highlighter palette, I really, really do like them. I've been using them so far because this video I filmed, I don't know, a week or so ago, and I'm here editing it, and I still use some of the stuff, you know, through my day-to-day kind of like makeup routine. So yeah, I really like them, especially, like I said, the ones that I managed to film on the camera. So yeah, apologize for this very boring outro, but it is what it is. I don't know what happened, and I hope it will never happen again. So like I always say, I hope this video was by any means useful and relevant and you find it helpful. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you subscribe for more beauty content. And yeah, that's about it from me for today. Bye!